master's in Unilag. And while I was waiting to resume, I went to visit Praise one day, and he shared what he was doing in Ajegunle. And I became very interested. I was like, okay, let me volunteer for you while I, wait for resumption and all of those things. So
Mm.
this was in November 2003. School was
Mm.
going to resume in 2004.
Okay.
This was, I think, November 2003. Yeah. So between that period, I started volunteering for him. I started, working with him, and he didn't have money to pay. My father
Mm.
would give me transport fare to
Mm.
go to his office and, volunteer and all of those things. So my father was giving me pocket money that I was using to go and volunteer.
Mm.
And so that was how it started. Then one day he said, oh, he was going to visit his niece in school. Would I want to go with him? I said, waiting my Jero they do. Oh yeah, now let's go. Adventure, no, they finish. That was how I put myself in the car with him. I went to in somewhere I don't know if it was Ikorodu that time. I can't remember the place. So we went, we saw the niece, gisted, had had a good time. We were going back home. Then he had a question. Apparently, at some point, when I was not concentrating, he had asked his niece if she liked me. And that was like, yeah, she does. So on our
Mm.
way back home, um, before then, he had a conversation with his mom, and his mom had told him that, see, don't be looking for a girl up and down. This is your wife. So that point, the second person he needed to get a yes from was his niece. Was why he invited me to go and see his niece. So I went with him.
Oh.
Then on our way back, it was like, so who is the kind of man you want to marry? I was like, yeah, I'm not even giving a thought to that person, really. So I just started saying anything that was coming out from my mouth. Okay, so do I look like that man? I like, who is talking? And I said, you could actually look like that man. You could actually look like that man. And that was where it ended. So
Mm.
one day after work, it was like, see, before then, I was eyeing one of his friends.
Mm.
Maybe they said this person, I'd like the guy from campus,
Okay.
but he was not looking in my direction at all. He had other plans. So one
Mm.
day on campus,